mfupi sasa. Tuweze kurudi moja kwa moja mahakamani tuweze kusikia mashtaka yanayosomewa aliyekuwa mkewe marehemu Cohen.
And conversed so that none of us is embarrassed at the end of the day. Not him, not any of us. This position must be clarified before he even takes plea for the client, because if the client takes plea at this particular moment without this issue, then is she represented? Then aren't we now going against the law? It's a serious issue. You cannot, please.
I think I will leave. Your Ladyship,
cannot.
Yes. No, I'm not responding to Mr. Mbete. I'm responding to Ms. Moniki. She has made a new application. Yes, she has made a new application. She has now conceded that she will file a contempt application.
It's not a new application, my lady. It's what he requested of us, and we are confirming that we will then file a formal application. So that is not a new application. I think he needs to be very clear.
Your Ladyship, if I may explain.
I'll give you a minute, Mr. Mutuku.
Yes.
But let's not go back on the
I'm not going back on the issues.
Be brief on what you think has been broken as a minister.
Your Ladyship, thank you. Ms. Moniki started by saying they have committed contempt, sentence them for contempt. Right away, without defending themselves or anything. Just find it as a matter of fact. Now she has accepted that she will file a formal application. So effectively, she has abandoned the oral application. That is gracious on her part. On the part of whether or not I am a public prosecutor, she has stated in no uncertain terms that she needs to seek some instructions on that matter. And I think the final position on whether or not I am will come from Nurdin Haji, and we'll expect his affidavit in that regard. So what Mbete is asking, they are good questions because he's in the dark. But it is a matter that will come from the DPP's office. So what am I saying? Even that now should come in the form of a formal application, and we shall respond.
My lady, just to clarify, we just said I need to confirm whether he has been revoked, whether the Gazette notice has been revoked. Those are the only instructions I need. The DPP will not file any affidavit. It is I to go and seek or to find out whether there has been a revocation of that Gazette notice.
So how she does it, I will leave it to her. I don't wish to. I know Mr. Haji does not like coming to court, so we'll leave it there.
My lady, with all due respect to Mr. Mutuku, he has he has adversely mentioned, my lady, protect the officers. He has adversely mentioned the DCI's name. He's not going to the DPP. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
So the final part, which is most important, her position has now mutated, and she has made a new application. A new application, to which I am now responding, is that can the plea be deferred? She was now explaining why she hasn't done her affidavit, witness protection and all these other things. And so she's saying, can the plea be deferred to enable her to do all that? So I want to
my lady,
unless I will get a chance.
Is not getting to a point that I will need the court's intervention. I say that the plea be deferred for us to ensure representation and content, that those two issues are dealt with. And please, my lady, I'm praying that Mr. Murgo, being an officer of this court, does respect everyone in this court and the proceedings of this court, and he needs to be truthful.
You understood where she's coming?
I don't take orders from her, but I was saying, yes. If she hears my next, what I want to tell the court, she will understand what I'm saying. I am saying it started out with contempt, then it became capacity, and then in her reply, she now said, we're going to do all that, but now do not take the plea. That is the part I believe I have a right to reply to, which is Why?
You know, from where I sit,
Yes.
there are times when you can't afford to really have that cool head, because the nature of where you are studying and where she is, that heated.
There's no heat, on my side at least.
Let me tell you how I understand her.
Yes. Yes. May I sit down? Yeah.
I'm understanding her to say the request for deferment of the plea taking is we have to confirm your position, whether as a public prosecutor and whether you can
Yes.
just
That bit is the one I want to reply to. Yes. Because it wasn't put out in front. In the front she said content and capacity. So I am now responding to the issue whether plea can be deferred in order for her to file her application. I would like to point out that the record will show that the accused has been in custody for 30 days from the date she was arrested.
My lady, I don't have new issues. He's just supposed to be talking about representation.
I'm not asking for bail.
Those are new issues that she's been in custody for those days. We'll need to respond to that. The question is he rightful in court as a defense counsel? Can he represent her? Does he have audience? And that's what we are saying. Can this issue first be given time to address this issue? That's all he needs to respond to. And without him giving us any proof for us to, so that we may not seek more time and deal with this issue right now, it's in the best interest that all of us be given time to respond to that.
I'm trying to answer that. Your Ladyship. Please, if I may just, not too big, if you just hear my argument. I'm not applying for bail in that sense, which is what she thinks I'm doing. This case is not about me, and it is certainly not about her. It is about this lady here. It is her whose rights we are talking about. So, I am saying, she has already been in custody for 30 days. And I'm now coming to the issue of, if they want to have those other matters dealt with before, they should be mindful of the fact that she has been denied her liberty for 30 days. Initially, for mental assessment, which is not a problem, it is the problem of the state. Then, by reason of the fact that it was the vacation and so on and so forth. So I am now coming to the fact that should they wish to have those other matters canvassed first, I ask the court to ask them to file their contempt application in the next 2 hours, and so that we come back at 2:30 to deal with those issues, so that the matter of the constitutional rights of this lady here are dealt with as soon as possible. I am not the only advocate in Kenya. I have been in these proceedings several times without any objection from my sister, Ms. Waniki, my learned sister, not my prosecution sister. My learned sister, as advocates I refer to her that. I am saying, we have been here, no one has objected, and I'm just saying, let's not forget we are here because of the accused. So if we can deal with those applications within they can file their application this morning, we'll respond in the afternoon. I'm ready because my facts are clear, and we can deal with them as soon as possible. It is the accused that we are here for. It is her who needs to take her plea. It is her who needs her application dealt with. I may also say one more thing. After 30 days, issues of witness protection should have been dealt with. If at all there are such witnesses. We have never seen them.
Ms. Maliki, if this court were to give you time to look into the issues you're saying, issues of representation, not issues of filing, how long would that take?
We would have,
because I understood it to mean you need to confirm Mr. Mutuku's position.
yes.
And for that to mean you want to check the letter. Taking your issue together with Mr. Letters what is bigger, the setting or the letter? Yes.
My lady, yes.
How long, if I were to allow you, how long would that take?
My lady, because we also need, and what is more important, even the burden also shifts to him to show whether he's been degazetted. We will need about Next week? Come back next week to confirm. Today is Thursday. My lady, to confirm. Because we need to confirm whether he's been degazetted. And if he's not been degazetted, my lady, someone else can stand in for him. He doesn't need to appear on behalf of the accused person.
All right. Allow me to make a
Yes. Really? So you're still a DPP? I'm still a DPP. From who? I don't really the people resign. I think you need to confirm that position as well. I was telling him to dash to jail.
Na bado tupo katika mahakamani tukisubiri. Kumbuka kwamba alikuwa kwa ule upande wa mwendesha mashtaka mkuu na upande wa wale mawakili ambao wanawakilisha mjane yule Sara Wairimu, wakati kuzungumza kuhusiana na kile ambacho kimekuwa ni kitendawili katika siku ya leo, hususan baada ya kuweza kuona kuhutubia wananchi siku ile ya mazishi. Na kwa utaratibu wa agizo umeweza kutolewa, na utaratibu wa mtu aliyeambiwa na kesi mahakamani hauruhusiwi kuweza kuzungumza kwa chochote kile hadi utakapofunguliwa mashtaka na kesi kuanza. Hivyo basi wao kimtazamo wa upande wa mashtaka ni kwamba alikiuka utaratibu na alitilafiana na utaratibu wa mahakama na agizo la mahakama. Hivyo basi kiwao alivunja sheria na anastahili kuweza kuadhibiwa kweli. Lakini upande nao mawakili wanasema kwamba ili swala ni la kitaifa na
the gazettement of Mr. Mungu as a public prosecutor. If you are able to give us, then this court, having made the ruling on the issues of contempt and your confirmation, the directions can be given. So it should be remanded until 1st of October when we come back. Once the issue of representation is finished, Mr. Mungu, the plea will proceed. Okay?
Do we have timelines and filings and when we have to file?
You see, I need to make a ruling first.
So you make a ruling on first?
Yes, I want to make a ruling first for me to know whether they are going forward with the application. I've not allowed them anything. Oh. I need to look at what you've canvassed before me, all the sides, and then now make a ruling as to the way forward on the issues of contempt, whether they need to file an application or whether this, whatever the court decides. But now I also need her to take that opportunity to look at the issues of the letter of resignation and the gazettement, if any, so that the issues of representation are settled once and for all, as pointed out, so that we don't find ourselves in a situation that is not
tenable.
Yes.
So let's just go back to the issue of contempt. You are not considering the oral application for contempt. You are considering whether or not it needs to be filed formally.
You see now she
we haven't responded. Yes.
She stood before me and applied that you and your client be held in contempt of court.
Yes.
You responded to that issue by saying they are the ones who are in contempt of court. And then I thought that's what
No. Please. I know what I said. I responded
you as you talked. It's okay.
I said there are all these newspaper cuttings all around, but yes. I said the proper procedure is for a formal application to be filed. So we didn't respond to that. And then she said she would file, and so really it is not a question of whether contempt was committed or not. It is a question of whether they'll file, and we shall respond.
But I have matters canvassed before me which I need to rule as a court and take directions on.
Okay. I mean, we have put some material there.
Yeah, so that is my
now. Okay, and the second one of the other one is she to file a formal application.
That the court will rule.
The ruling will pronounce what they need to do, if anything.
Yes.
We used to allow our fellow counsel to address the court. Please, Your Ladyship, I'm asking a question. So, if she finds she needs to take a position in the matter of the resignation versus the gazettement, is it on the first that she will come and tell the court, or should she have done something by then? We want the time used in a proper way. Maybe you can give directions on that, because on first, we don't want a situation where we are then told, now we want to file a formal application to defer the plea again. Can they all have come together?
Mr. Mugu, the reason why the court has not taken please let us declare to the client because the issue of your standing there has come to question by the fact that there is the issue of your public prosecutor, and there is the issue of your resignation, and there is the issue of the gazettement. Once that is clarified, this court is able to give directions as to the issues of plea, because we have two matters here. Plea.
We're on the same page.
Yes.
And I'm saying between now and then, if she finds that she wants to address the court in a particular way, if it is the form of an affidavit or an application, I am requesting that such step be taken so that on the first we are moving forward, whether or not we have replied, rather than on the first we start again. That's all I'm saying.
I hear you, counsel. I hear you clearly.
Yes.
But you see, the issues you are raising are tied together with my ruling. Are we together?
I think, Your Ladyship, you and I on this are together. I am asking, should the Honorable Nurdin Haji wish through his office or his officer take a position regarding that, can it be directed that they take a position? Yes.
What nature of confirmation is she looking?
Yes. And how will it be communicated?
Yeah. So that I hear you. So that when we come here, it's not like I want to file this document so that we deal with it. So it's a matter of coming and confirm to the court verbally with some document to show, for example, if there is any that are confirmed with the standing of Mr. Mutuku is this and this.
Yes, my lady.
If that is the one, then I don't see any delay in issues of plea, given the ruling of the also delivering on the same date.
Thank you. That is what I will do.
Thank you. I think, again, I beg to say something. She says she will come and confirm it verbally. If she says our position is that Mr. Mulgore is still a public prosecutor verbally, and we wish to oppose that, I wish to oppose that, because I know I certainly am not. Does it then start a process of determination while she stays there? I wanted that position to be communicated to the court and myself by way of affidavit within a specified time, 24 hours, 48 hours. Yes. And then I can respond.
Fine. Are you able to, because that is a matter of going to your records.
Even now,
yes. So if you could do that between today and tomorrow,
yes.
So that tomorrow, whatever, I think for his satisfaction, okay, for his satisfaction, and also for the record, could you do, once we see whatever you want to see, once we find, we make an affidavit,
yes.
Confirming this and this, we submit on him, he responds, yes. By the close of day tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes, my lady, because what I also need to confirm whether the said gazette notice was revoked.
Yes.
If I confirm that it was not revoked or if there are any other issues, we can inform him in advance so that by Tuesday he will be knowing our position or the position whether he still has a public prosecutor or not. He will be knowing that position.
I think I'm hearing Mr. Mugo to be insisting on an affidavit or some document.
My lady will give him whatever he
just one
wants.
affidavit.
Yes.
This is what.
Yes.
Then serve it on him by the close of day tomorrow,
Yes.
so that when you come on Tuesday, the court will do the ruling, will confirm, and then we will give directions as to the taking of the plea.
That is it.
I am very grateful. Thank you.
You'll be arrested for deserting the office.
Are you able also to file a response again by tomorrow, or you said Monday? By close of Monday.
You know, Your Ladyship, my position will never change. I will swear an affidavit tomorrow, by end of tomorrow. I need her to commit herself, but I will swear mine by tomorrow.
All right.
Yes.
So by close of tomorrow, we will exchange.
We will exchange. Yes, I know what I am. And, I hope they know where they are.
They are looking for you, you ran away.
I thank you for that. On a light note, if they want my services, they should ask nicely. They should not force me.
Thank you, my lady.
All right. So you make my money.
Thank you, my lady.
Utavuta alitoroka. Jamaa amedisata. Aliacha koti kwa kiti.
Thank you.